Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are okay. And in this lecture, we will start with a new chapter, chapter 2, with alkanes, the paraffins. And here we have certain organic compound contain only two hydrogen and carbons, hence are known as the hydrocarbon. Okay. Then if I say to you hydrocarbon, that meaning compound contains from the hydrogen and carbon atoms. Hydrocarbons are divided into two main classes, okay, aliphatic and the aromatic. Aliphatic here and the aromatic. Aliphatic hydrocarbon divided into families, okay. We have the alkane, alkene, alkyne, and the cyclic aliphatic compound, okay. And we are here in the alkane compound. Alkanes have the general formula CnH2n plus 2. Okay, that meaning if you have here carbon, just one carbon, how many hydrogen needed? It will be 2 multiplied by 1 plus 2. That meaning it will be 4, like CH4. If you have 2 carbon, CH2, C2, that meaning you need 6 carbon. Okay, and if you have 3 carbons, you will be needed 8 hydrogen to be saturated, because the alkane is saturated compound with there is no double bond or triple bond. The essential characteristic of the alkane hydrocarbon molecules is that only single covalent bonds are present, okay, like methane CH4, just single bond, just the sigma bond. The alkanes are now as saturated hydrocarbons because they contain the maximum number of the hydrogen atom that can bond with the number of carbon atom present in the structure of the compound. Okay, that meaning for one carbon, just maximum number for the hydrogen needed to be saturated will be 4. Okay, CH4. And for 2 carbon, the maximum number for the hydrogen it will be 6, and like that. And the smallest member of the alkane families is the methane CH4. CH4 is the simplest alkane compound, which is a natural product of the anaerobic bacterial decomposition of vegetables matter and the water, because it was first collected in the marsh. Methane become as now the marsh gas. Okay, and if you started from the smallest one, it will be methane gas, and for 2 carbon it will be ethane. For 3 carbon it will be propane. Look, C3, 8 for the hydrogen, C4, H10, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane for the 8 carbon, octane for the 9, nonane, and decane. You have to memorize these names, okay? Naming substituent. Okay, what meaning substituent? Carbon substituent bonded to a long chain are called the alkyl group. Okay, what meaning this? Here, if I go to this, look, if you have long chain, okay, like this ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane, like that, okay, and you have this the main chain, the long chain for the compound. And on this, the main chain, you have like this group, this here. Okay, this we said before that for the skeletal structure. What meaning this here? Meaning CH3. Okay, this the CH3, it will be substituent on the main chain, on the long chain. Okay, that meaning this the alkyl group. Alkyl group substituent المعوض على السلسلة, substituent on the main chain, on the long chain. Okay, An alkane group is formed by removing one hydrogen from the alkane. Okay, what meaning that? Here, look, this the methane. Okay, if we remove one hydrogen, it will be CH3 bond. This it will be methyl. Okay, and the name, to name the alkyl group, change the end and this the methane and this ane ending of the parent alkane, yani for the mother name of the alkane, to YL. That meaning ane it will be YL. Methane it will be methyl. Ethane it will be ethyl. Propan it will be propyl, and like that. And be careful here. For the propan and butane, pentane, more than 3 carbon, you have more than one probability to remove the hydrogen. Maybe to remove this hydrogen from the end of the chain, or maybe to remove this hydrogen from the middle. Okay. If you remove this hydrogen, it will be propyl, normal propyl. Okay. But if you remove this hydrogen from the middle, it will be isopropyl group. Okay, isopropyl group. Isopropyl group, it will be like that, like this. This is now the propyl group. Okay, this again I will make for you this the propyl group. Okay, this is the propyl group. Okay, for the isopropyl, no, it will be like this: 1, 2, 3, methane, ethane, propan. But because it's the substituent, it will be propyl. This isopropyl group, this propyl group. And for the butane, also we have two probability to remove the hydrogen. Remove the hydrogen from the end and remove the hydrogen from the second or the third carbon. Okay, in this case, for remove the hydrogen from the end, it will be butyl group, normal butyl, this normal butyl group, or remove from the secondary carbon, it will be secondary butyl group, because we remove the hydrogen from the secondary carbon. And we have isobutane. This is the isobutane compound. If you remove this hydrogen, okay, if you remove this hydrogen, it will be a tertiary butyl group. But if you remove the primary hydrogen from here, from that, it will be isobutyl group. Okay, that meaning for the butane, there is 4 cases, or a butyl group. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon, or secondary butyl group. This 1, 2, 3, 4, but the bond with the chain, it will be the connection or the join with the main chain, it will be from here, from the secondary butyl group, or it will be isobutyl group. This is the isobutyl group, or it will be tertiary butyl group, like this. Okay, if we make this, look to the butyl group. This is the butyl group. Okay, this the butyl group. Sorry, not like that. This the butyl group. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. This the butyl group. To the secondary butyl group. This is the secondary butyl group. We remove this and put this. This is the secondary butyl group. And go to the isobutyl group. This is the isobutyl group. Look, this is the isobutyl group. Okay, the final one, tertiary butyl group. This is the tertiary butyl group. Okay, remove this and this, and this is the tertiary butyl group. Okay. Okay. That means the carbon atom in alkane and other compound are classified by the number of the other carbon directly bonded to them. This طلبة important. Okay, a primary carbon is bonded to one other carbon atom. That meaning this carbon bonded to just one another carbon. It will be primary carbon. Okay, I will explain for you. Now, look, go to this. This carbon is a primary. Why? Because there is bonded to just one carbon atom. Bonded to one neighboring carbon atom. يعني فقط عندها جيران كربون أتوم واحدة. Okay, just one neighboring carbon bonded to just one carbon. This it will be primary, but this carbon is not a primary, secondary. Why? Because bonded to two carbon, 1 2, it will be secondary carbon. Okay, now go to this carbon bonded to 1 2 3, it will be tertiary carbon. Okay, it will be tertiary carbon because bonded to the 3 carbon. And this carbon here, it will be quaternary carbon because this carbon bonded to the 4 carbon atoms. Again, for further explanation, look to this. This carbon bonded to just one carbon, that meaning is a primary carbon. This secondary carbon, why? Because bonded to 2 carbon. There is 2 neighboring carbon. This there is through neighboring carbon. 3 جيران كربون عندها. Okay. This 4 neighboring carbon bonded to the 4 carbon atom. It will be quaternary carbon. Okay. Now take this example again. This carbon primary, this secondary, this tertiary, 1 2 3, and this quaternary carbon atom. Okay, and now naming an acyclic alkane. How to give the name for the compound? Okay, if I give you the structure for the alkane compound, how you can give the name for the structure, or reverse. I will give you the name for the compound. I want from you to write from me the structure. Okay, and here we have special system. Okay, the system, it will be used to give the name for the organic compounds. The IUPAC system, the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Okay, there is many steps. Step number 1, find the parent carbon chain and add the suffix. Find the parent carbon chain and add the suffix again. Okay, this find the longest continuous carbon chain. Okay, this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, but this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, no, this not correct. Okay, this is the 7 carbon, this is the 8. Okay, that meaning we will be find the longest continuous carbon chain and name the molecule by using the parent name for that number of carbon. For the 8 carbon, it will be octane. Okay, this the 7, no, not correct. Okay, and be careful, طلبة. It does not matter to be at to be straight at the line or there is bent. Okay, there is no problem, but we want to find the maximum number of the carbon for the longest chain. Again, it does not matter. It will be the chain. It will be straight or bent. Okay, it does not matter. Not important. This or this, all of them is correct. No problem. Okay. If there are 2 chains of equal length, the same length, the same number of the carbon, pick the chain with more substituent. Okay, look, if you select this chain, okay, how many substituents we have? We have this methyl and ethyl. But if you select this, like this example, like this, okay, we have just one substituent. Okay, anyone is right, this or this? No, this it will be correct. Why? Because this chain with more substituent, this 2 substituent. Here it will be just 1 substituent. Okay, this more substituent, it will be correct. Step number 2, number the atom in the carbon chain. Okay, now number the longest chain to give the first substituent the lower number. Okay, the first substituent, where's the first substituent? Here we have methyl, methyl. Okay, if you start from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this it will be 2. Okay, it will be on the carbon number 2. This also it will be the carbon number 2. Okay, there is no difference in this example. Okay, but for additional example, yes, it will be different like that. Now look to this example, this, and this. Okay, now how we will be put the number. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, this or this. The right one, it will be this 1, 2, 3. Why? Because this first substituent take the lower number. Okay, take the lower number. This and the carbon number 3. But this, if you 1, 2, 3, 4, that meaning it will be 4 methyl. No, the first substituent from here, near from the end, take the lower number. If the first substituent is the same distance from both of the ends, look to this. This on the carbon number 2, also this on the carbon number 2. He said here, number the chain to give the second substituent the lower number. Okay, where is the second substituent? Here, the second one, the second methyl. Okay, it will be start 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4. No, give the second substituent lower number. That meaning this it will be correct, and this it will be non-correct. And when numbering the carbon chain result in the same numbers from the either end of the chain, assign the lower number alphabetically to the first substituent. Okay, what meaning that? I will give you example here. Look, you have this example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have on the carbon number 3 from here we have methyl. Also, if you started from here we have ethyl on the carbon number 3. Okay. Anyone, it will be right 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3. Okay, if you go alphabetically, you have to go alphabetically. Okay, that meaning anyone ethyl, methyl. This the ethyl started with E characters. Okay, this with methyl. Okay, started with M. That meaning the ethyl it will be take the lower number alphabetically. Okay, that meaning this it will be correct, and this 1, 2, 3, 4 it will be not correct. Step number 3, name and number the substituent. طبعا for every carbon belong to either the longest chain or the substituent, but not both. Yeah, that meaning every carbon near from the longest chain. You have to give the name for this substituent. Name the substituent as alkyl group, methyl, ethyl, propyl, isobutyl, like that. Okay, each substituent need its own number. Okay, that meaning for every substituent we have to use number for this substituent. Okay, now look to this example. This, where's the substituent? On the carbon number 3. In this example it will be here on the carbon number 5. That meaning it will be 5 methyl. This is the number here for the substituent. Okay, where's the methyl? On the carbon number 5. Where's the ethyl? 3 ethyl. That meaning the ethyl on the carbon number 3. If two or more identical substituents are bonded to the longest chain, use the prefix يعني سابقة to indicate how many. Di for 2 groups, tri for 3 groups, and tetra for 4 groups, and like that. Okay, I will give you example for this point here. If you have here methyl and methyl, it will be 3,5 dimethyl. Di meaning 2 group. Okay, di meaning 2 group. Look to here for this example. طبعا we start number from this side. Why? Because this is the first substituent. It will be take the lower number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. On the carbon number 2, on the carbon number 6, we have methyl, 2 methyl group. That meaning it will be 2,6 dimethyl. On the carbon number 5, we have ethyl, 5 ethyl, 2,6 dimethyl. Like that. Okay, octane. Step number 4, combine the substituent names and the names plus the parent, like that octane, and the suffix. Okay, that meaning all the names of the substituent, and for the long chain, for that it will be just one part, combine. Okay, combine the substituent names and the number and the parent and the suffix. And here for this point precede the name of the parent by naming of the substituent. Okay, that meaning the substituent, it will be the first, and then the name of the parent. Alphabet is the name of the substituent. Okay, that meaning the substituent, it will be arranged alphabetically. Okay, for this example, ethyl and then methyl. Okay, don't use methyl and ethyl. Ignoring all prefix excepted iso. Okay, just the iso. And in isopropyl and the isobutyl. Okay, this iso, ignoring all the prefix excepted the isopropyl and the isobutyl. Okay, that meaning if we have para, if we have tertiary, if we have secondary, all this it will be taken for the alphabetically. Okay, but for the iso, no. And I will give you example for this. That meaning the iso, the I, it will be taken for the alphabetically. But if you have like tertiary, like secondary, no, tertiary, secondary, it will be don't enter to the law of the alphabetically. Precede the name of the each substituent by the number that indicate its location. Okay, that meaning for every substituent the number is important, and there must be one number for each substituent. Okay, for every substituent there is just one number. Separate the number, this is important طلبة. Separate the numbers by comma and numbers from letter by hyphen. Okay, comma and a hyphen. Number from number by comma. Number from the letter, it will be by hyphen. The name of the alkane is single word with no space after hyphens of the comma. Okay, for all the name there is no space. Okay, there is no space. Just it will be one part. It will be one part. Look to this, for example, look to this. 5 ethyl, look, 5 hyphen ethyl, there is no space. Ethyl hyphen 2, why hyphen? Because letter from the number. Number from the number by comma. Okay, there is no space. Look, there is no space. The name or the name, just one part. Okay, in your exam, if you put space, it will be wrong. Dash or hyphen dimethyl octane. Dimethyl octane. It will be like that. Okay, this example for you. Look here, we have 2, 3 dimethyl. Why di? Because 2 methyl group, dimethyl pentane. Look to this. We have 4 ethyl, 5 methyl. Look, ethyl and then methyl. Why? Alphabetically. Okay, alphabetically. Octane. And this 4 ethyl, this is the ethyl, 3, 4 dimethyl, this is the methyl, this is the methyl, dimethyl octane. Look, there is no space, طلبة, there is no space. Okay, be careful. 2, 3, 5, look, 2, this methyl, and this methyl, and this methyl. It will be 2, 3, 5, trimethyl, 4, this the 4 here on the carbon number 4. What we have? We have a propyl heptane. And this homework for you, give the IUPAC name for each compound. I want from you to write the IUPAC names and also for this compound. And here, look, I give you the name, but I want from you the structure. Okay, also this, it will be homework for you. Now naming cycloalkane. Okay, we have alkane and we have cycloalkane. Cycloalkane يعني with the cycle, with حلقة, there is cycle here. Okay, And here the rule for the cycloalkane, the same rule for the IUPAC system, okay? But we have here additional part is the cyclo, okay? We have a prefix for the substituent, 5-methyl to butyl, like that. Cyclo, the parent for the, like this, for the 6 carbon it will be hex, and the suffix hexane. Cyclohexane, cyclopentane, cyclopropan, like that, okay? That means the same rule, but we have additional part is the cyclo. It will be precede the parent part for the name. Okay, naming a cycloalkane by using Alkanes system. Find the parent cycloalkane. Okay, where is the main cycle here in this compound? The main cycle or the parent cycle, it will be this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the cyclohexane. This is the cyclohexane. Okay, count the number of the carbon atom in the ring and use the parent name of the number for the carbon. For 3 carbon, propan, butane, hexane, pentane, like that. And add the prefix cyclo and the suffix an. Why an? Because it's saturated, it is alkane. Okay, it will be an alkane, cyclohexane, cyclopentane to the parent name. Step number 2, name and number the substituent. No number is needed to indicate the location of the single substituent. What meaning that? Meaning if you have cycle here, like this, okay, this is cyclohexane. Okay, this is cyclohexane. If you have just one substituent on this cycle, okay, this methyl group, okay, that meaning methyl cyclohexane. Don't say 1 methyl cyclohexane. Okay, why? Because there is just one substituent. If the methyl here or here or here or here, there is no difference. Okay, for one substituent, number of the substituent is not needed. Okay, you can to say just for this example, methyl cyclohexane. Okay, don't say 1 methyl cyclohexane. Okay. For ring with more than one substituent, begin numbering at the one substituent and proceed around the ring clockwise or counterclockwise. يعني وكي عقرب الساعة or عكس عقرب الساعة to give the second substituent the lower number. To give the second substituent the lower number. Okay. Look, if you say this one, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3. That meaning this it will be 2, 1, and this it will be 3. The second substituent take the lower number. That means this correct. But this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the second substituent, high number or the large number, it will be not correct, incorrect. 3. With 2 different substituents, number the ring to assign the lower number to the substituent alphabetically. Okay, now look to this ring. You have here methyl and ethyl. Okay, anyone it will be take number 1, of course, the ethyl. Why? Because alphabetically, ethyl started with E letter, methyl started with M letter. That meaning the ethyl it will be take number 1, and this it will be correct, and this incorrect. Okay, naming compound containing both the ring and the long chain of the carbon atom. Now, if you have like this compound, this compound cycle also we have long chain. Okay, how we can give the name for this compound? If the number of carbon on the ring is greater than or equal to the number of the carbon on the longest chain, the compound it will be named as the cycle. That meaning, look here with this cycle with 6 carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this chain with 4 carbon. Anyone is it will be the parent, it will be the main part. Of course, it will be the cyclo, it will be the main part, and this it will be substituent. Okay, يعني طلبة here you have to decide it. Anyone it will be the main part, anyone it will be the substituent, the cycle or the side chain. Okay, if the number of the carbon on the cycle greater than the side chain or equal to the side chain, that meaning the cycle it will be the parent, the main part. And if the side chain has a greater number of the carbon, that meaning the side chain it will be the main part to be the parent and the cycle it will be substituent. Here the meaning here. Okay, look this. That meaning it will be cyclohexane. That meaning butyl. Look, butyl cyclohexane. That meaning the butyl is now substituent. Look to this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. That meaning is cyclobutyl. And here hexane. Okay, we don't say it hexyl cyclobutane. It will be incorrect. We have to say 1 cyclobutyl hexane. 1 cyclobutyl. Why butyl? Because remove 1 hydrogen to be substituent. 1 cyclobutyl hexane. Hexane here is the main part, is the parent part for the compound, is the big part. Okay, is the big part. Look to this example, ethyl cyclobutane. 1 secondary butyl, this is the secondary butyl, 3 methyl cyclohexane. 1, 2 dimethyl cyclohexane. 1, 2, 4, this 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4 triethyl cyclopentane. And this homework for you. Also, this the reverse. I give you the name, this homework. I give you the name and I want from you the structure. Talaba, please try again to resolve all the homework by yourself by using pen and paper. Okay? And the isomer, we take it this subject before that on the atom and the bond part. We say the isomers have the same molecular formula but different structure. Okay, and this butane and this isobutane, this isomer. Why? Because the same molecular formula but different structure. And we say it for this isomer is the constitutional isomer. Why? constitutional يعني ايزومرات تركيبية فقط التركيب مختلف. Okay, ولكن but the molecular formula is the same. And conformation of the acyclic alkane. Acyclic meaning طلب يعني غير حلقية, not cycle. Acyclic alkane يعني the open chain alkane. Okay, the conformations of acyclic alkanes. I will take this subject in next lecture inshallah. And please resolve your homework and see you later. Bye bye.